I must admit, I can sense a bit of Thanos Rising, and that's a good thing. So at this point, it is pretty much all but confirmed that the Eternals will be among one of the next films within the MCU. One that is heavily rumoured to come out in 2020 alongside the Black Widow film. And with this newly released concept art, it does seem like we may or may not have a returning character that will be brought back and could connect the Eternals with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The character in question, of course, being the Mad Titan Thanos. As for those who may not know, Thanos is technically an Eternal himself, or more accurately an Eternal that has the Deviant gene, which in turn mutated Thanos' physical body by making him somewhat deformed compared to his other comrades, while also giving him more power. Now this piece of concept art comes courtesy from Ryan Lang, who often works with Marvel Studios in terms of concept art. And in this piece of art, you can see a much younger Thanos standing alongside the other Eternals. And to paraphrase what Ryan had to say, he does mention that this was supposed to be somewhat of a family portrait, which was meant to visualise on what the Eternals could look like next to a younger Thanos. Although he isn't entirely sure on why they wanted him to do this art in the first place. Now given that this piece of concept art does feature a younger Thanos alongside a set of Eternals, one could assume that this could be somewhat of a link towards the Eternals movie itself. And that perhaps there is somewhat of a confirmation in that Thanos will have somewhat of a role within that movie, or at the very least a cameo. Which could make sense given that the Eternals, from what I can understand at least, are godlike beings within the Marvel Universe. But on the other hand, maybe it's nothing more but just some pieces of scrapped ideas in relation to Thanos' backstory, since they've pretty much commented in that they scrapped a lot of his backstory from Infinity War, which in my mind that is also a pretty plausible explanation behind this piece of concept art. Now again, like I've mentioned, I don't know too much about the Eternals and its lore, but I do know that there are a lot of connections between the Eternals and Thanos himself. Now could this mean that we could potentially see Thanos in the Eternals in some way, shape or form? It is pretty plausible depending on where it's set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But given his ties to the Eternals, I can see them at the very least mentioning Thanos by name. So what do you think of this design of a younger Thanos that has just been released thanks to Ryan Lang? Do you believe that this could be a confirmation of him being in the Eternals, or do you think that this is just a scrapped idea from Avengers Infinity War in relation to his backstory? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.